It started on a late summer evening in the quiet, affluent suburb of Millbrook Hills. The patio lights glowed golden, reflecting off wine glasses and laughter that floated gently through the open doors. Madison and Josh were hosting their usual monthly get-together, a tradition that had started nearly 7 years ago when the four of them, Madison and Josh, along with Josh's best friend Ryan and his wife Natalie, were newlyweds with shiny hopes. This time felt different. Madison couldn't explain why, but ever since Natalie had canceled last minute due to a family emergency, the air had changed. It wasn't just the imbalance of 3 instead of 4. It was Ryan. He had always been charming, a little too charming sometimes, but tonight with his open collar, glassy green eyes and relaxed posture he felt close. Too close. Madison noticed the way he looked at her when she spoke, how his gaze lingered longer than polite, and how his compliments carried a weight that made her skin warm beneath her dress. She pushed those thoughts away and clung to the idea of boundaries. After all, Ryan was her husband's best friend. This was harmless. Or so she thought. The weeks that followed were marked with quiet tension. Ryan started texting more often, casual things at first. "Great seeing you last night." Then, "You looked amazing in that dress." Madison didn't respond immediately, but she didn't block him either. She told herself it was just friendly. But her pulse always betrayed her when his name popped up. One Friday, Josh had to fly to Chicago for work, and as fate would have it, Madison bumped into Ryan at the grocery store. He offered to carry her bags. She declined. He insisted. She gave in. Back at her house, the silence between them was loud. Madison felt herself flush as he brushed past her in the kitchen, placing the bags on the counter. She noticed the faint cologne he wore, cedar and spice. Ryan leaned against the counter, watching her, lips parting slightly. "You seem different lately," he said softly. Madison froze. "Different how?" "Like something's waking up in you. Something he doesn't notice." Her heart thundered. "Ryan, that's not fair." "I know," he said, stepping closer. "But it's true." The pull was undeniable. She hated herself for it, but her breath quickened and her voice dropped. "I'm married to your best friend. And I know you deserve to feel alive." His hand brushed her arm and Madison jolted away. She told him to leave. He did without another word. That night she couldn't sleep. Not because of guilt. Because of confusion. Josh called from his hotel and his voice felt distant. Routine. He didn't ask about her day. Didn't even notice the silence on her end. A few days later, Madison found herself standing outside Ryan's loft, trembling. She told herself it was for closure. Just to talk. Just to set boundaries clearly. But the moment he opened the door, the way his eyes darkened at the sight of her, it was like gravity took over. They didn't speak for a while. The kiss came first. Soft. Hesitant. Then it turned hungry. The heat that had been simmering for weeks finally broke the surface. Clothes slipped away and caution drowned in desire. The night was slow, intense, tangled in passion and whispers neither of them would forget. Madison left before dawn, a storm inside her. Shame and satisfaction battled within. The secret changed everything. Josh didn't notice her distant stares or the way she'd flinch when he touched her. But Natalie did. She called Madison one afternoon and asked bluntly, "Is there something going on with Ryan?" Madison's throat tightened. "Why would you ask that?" "'Cause I'm not blind. And Ryan's been acting guilty." Madison denied it, but the crack in her voice betrayed her. That night she called Ryan. "This can't happen again." "I know," he said quietly. "But I'd do it again if I had the chance." Weeks passed. Tension thickened in the group. At a dinner gathering, Natalie excused herself mid-meal and didn't come back. Josh didn't notice. But Ryan did, and so did Madison. After the guests left, Josh confronted her. "You've been different. Distant. Is there something I should know?" Madison wanted to lie. Wanted to protect him. But the words burned her tongue. "I made a mistake," she whispered. "With Ryan." Josh's face went blank. Then red. Then pale. "You what?" "I didn't plan it. I didn't mean to. I just..." "You slept with my best friend?" He didn't yell. That hurt more. He just walked out. Over the next few days, everything unraveled. Natalie found out and moved in with her sister. Josh stayed in a hotel. Madison stayed in the quiet house, guilt clinging to every corner. And Ryan? He came by once. Just once. He didn't say anything. Just held her hand. She cried. Was it worth it? She asked. He looked at her. It wasn't about worth. It was about feeling alive again. Eventually Madison and Josh met for coffee. He'd calmed. So had she. They didn't talk about forgiveness, not yet. They talked about truth. About loneliness. About how love gets lazy. As for Ryan and Natalie, they didn't recover. Madison never called Ryan again. But every now and then she'd hear his name or pass by the place where it all began and a spark would flicker. It wasn't love. It wasn't lust anymore. It was a reminder of how one moment can change everything and how the lines between loyalty and desire are thinner than we think.